in front of me I have the new iPhone 16e, so I thought I would unbox this today. And as a little twist, I thought we could also do a little mukbang unboxing. I'm really hungry, but I also can't wait to unbox this iPhone. So I got some Joe and the Juice. This is one of their juices. I love it so much. And then I also got an avocado sandwich. That looks really good as well. And then of course we have the main product. We have the iPhone 16e in the color white. This new iPhone is obviously a part of the iPhone 16 series, but it is the cheapest one and it only comes in two color options. It comes in black and white. So out of those two, I decided to get the white one. This is so good. So usually I would have a lot of expectations for a new iPhone. I know when the iPhone 16 Pro Max came out, I was so excited for all the new changes. I feel like this is kind of different because we've already gotten the better models of the iPhone 16 series. So this is not really going to be an upgrade if you already got an iPhone 16. But I am really excited since I already have tried the iPhone 16 Pro Max. It's going to be interesting to see if this one can justify the price. This starts at $599, which is way cheaper than the other iPhones. I think I literally paid $1,000 more for the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Definitely a more budget-friendly option, but with that said, it's definitely not a budget phone. So I feel like we could either end this video feeling really disappointed, like this was just a very unnecessary iPhone added to the 16 series family, or it could be the best budget option iPhone and make us wonder why we pay literally so many $100 extra for the iPhone 16 or the iPhone 16 Pro. I feel like I'm already out of breath, so let's sip on this and start unboxing. Let's actually take a bite of this before we start. I also have two accessories I want to unbox for this iPhone. And the first one is a phone case. This is the ESR Halo Lock Classic Hybrid case. Thank you so much ESR for sponsoring this video. It gives a very minimal look and you're still able to see the color of the iPhone. But of course, the most important thing is the protection. And this case actually has 11 feet drop protection. That is 3 times the military standard. So you can see the edges on this are a little bit raised and go over the screen to protect it. It also has a pretty thick camera guard to protect the camera, but it still looks very minimal. This case also has shock absorption. Because this is a MagSafe case, you can attach it to any MagSafe accessories. So actually this phone doesn't have MagSafe, but at least with the case you can attach it to MagSafe accessories. And this case has a super strong magnetic lock, so it definitely offers a secure and reliable MagSafe. And the back of this case is also scratch resistant, which is really important in a clear case because you do want to keep the original classic look of the iPhone without any scratches. I'm also putting on this Armorite screen protector from ESR. This has a very simple two-step application. So first you just clean off the iPhone with a wet wipe, and then you put it in this frame, and this is gonna help you align the iPhone. If you don't have one of these, chances are you're gonna put it a little bit wrong and it's just gonna annoy you. With this, I literally got it perfect on the first try. I barely got any bubbles, but the ones I got, I really quickly could remove, and it turned out literally so perfect. You can barely tell you have a screen protector on. So this is certified to withstand drop ball tests from up to 6.5 feet and edge pressure impacts of up to 110 pounds. Even if you accidentally kept your keys too close to the screen, it is not gonna leave any scratches. One thing I also really like is the screen protector goes all the way out to the edges, so that really prevents this dust buildup around the screen protector. So if you guys want to check out the screen protector or the phone case, I'll link them in the description. So first impressions of this iPhone. When I picked it up, I was so surprised at how lightweight it is. It's obviously way smaller than the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Yeah, it just feels super lightweight. Let me actually guess how heavy this is. Okay, so the iPhone 16 Pro Max is 227 grams. This one's 227. I think this one is somewhere between like 160 to 190. I might be way off. I was not way off. It's actually 167. So that was a pretty good guess. It might not sound like a big difference, but honestly every gram of the iPhone is gonna make a big difference. And also if you look at the percentage, it is a big difference. And looking at the side of this, it is very similar to the iPhone 16 Pro Max. The action button, and then we have the volume buttons, the SIM card tray in here. iPhone 16 Pro Max, we also have the SIM card tray, but a little bit higher up. Not sure why they put it in different spots, but yeah, very similar. They both have this little stripe, but here we have the biggest difference on the back. So obviously the iPhone 16 Pro Max has 3 cameras. So we have wide, ultra wide, and telephoto camera. So the iPhone 16e has a 2-in-1 camera system. I just want to show you, if you look at Apple's website with the camera specs, this is the list and it looks very long. It's about, yeah, this long. But if you look at iPhone 16 Pro Max camera tech specs, we have an even longer list. It is actually so long. So definitely some differences to the camera. They actually both have a 12 megapixel telephoto camera, but there are a lot of little differences. And then on this side, we have quite a big difference. First, we just have the power button, but then we are lacking a camera control on the iPhone 16e. I'd say this isn't the biggest deal unless you're used to the camera control and you are a big fan of it. I'm totally forgetting my food here. Oh, also one thing you notice straight away is the dynamic island. This one doesn't have it. So you know the little gap here between the edge of the phone and the little black bar here that creates the dynamic island. They just apparently skipped it on this phone and it looks like the older models. I mean, I don't think it's a big deal. It doesn't look bad, but this is really useful sometimes if you have like a timer going on and you're still using your iPhone. You don't want to go and check the timer app all the time. Like, you want to have it up here. Let's go into this phone and explore a little bit. Okay, so this iPhone does have Face ID. It'd be very odd if it didn't, so This is one thing I never get when setting up an iPhone. It says update your iPhone automatically, but you have no option to not do it. Like, it says continue or only download automatically. Like, what's the difference? Or am I just not getting it? So this iPhone does have the action button. I feel like it wouldn't really be an iPhone 16 if it didn't have the action button, considering even the iPhone 15 has it. We can put it in silent mode or focus mode. Camera. It's actually one thing, because we kind of had a camera control, or at least something to open the camera with, before the iPhone 16 Pro Max even came out. Obviously there's a difference because you can't really control the camera. With the action button you can only open it, but also that's mostly what I use the camera control for on my 16 Pro Max. Like, I just use it to open the camera. We have crash detection and emergency SOS through satellite in only select countries. Okay, welcome to iPhone. I kind of expected this to be slower, to be honest. I know when I tried the iPhone 13, going from the 16, it felt so slow. But this one, since it is an iPhone 16, it seems to be like really responsive. I don't notice like any lag, which is really nice. Okay, so if we go to settings, here we can see we have Apple Intelligence and Siri. So the iPhone 16e does support Apple Intelligence, which is really nice. So I feel like if you're considering getting this or an iPhone 15, I would probably get this one for Apple Intelligence. Actually, I can't even try this out right now because it's not available in my region. Also, I want to go to display and brightness, and look at that, we actually don't have always on display. Okay, that's kind of interesting. I feel like that wouldn't be too hard, but it maybe has something to do with the battery. This iPhone has up to 26 hours of video playback, which is actually good. The iPhone 16 Pro Max has 33 hours of video playback. There's definitely a difference, but also I feel like it might not matter too much. Look at all the money you're saving on getting the iPhone 16e, and you can literally get a portable power bank for like $30. You're good to go. Okay, so now let's talk about the MagSafe or non-existent MagSafe of this phone. I think this is very interesting actually, because it's like one of the main things I would have expected from this iPhone. So I actually read that according to some Apple representatives, not sure if this is true or not, but they said that most people in iPhone 16e's target audience exclusively already charge their iPhones with a cable instead of a wireless charger, which I don't know if that has to do something with this iPhone being way cheaper than the other ones. So maybe if you buy this iPhone, you might not want to spend money on a wireless charger. I'm not sure about that, but yeah. So as you can tell, this does not work with a MagSafe charger or any MagSafe accessories on its own. Oh, this actually kind of worked. Doesn't have a very strong magnetic hold, but that's what's really good with this case. If you do have a MagSafe case on the iPhone 16e, you can use MagSafe accessories like the wallet and still have a real good magnetic lock because of the case. However, when it comes to charging, no, that doesn't work. That's kind of a bummer because I only use wireless chargers for all my Apple products, and I can't imagine really having to use a cable again. Not that it's really a big deal, but it kind of feels like going back in time for 2 or 3 years. You can still use wireless charging with this phone. You can actually see on the Apple website it says it works with wireless charging, but specifically Qi chargers. So that kind of makes me wonder if they sell those at the Apple store, and that's another little accessory they want people to purchase when buying this phone. Actually, look at that, guys. So with the power bank, it's charging. I mean, as long as you use the case, this also sits really secure. Okay, but now let's try the camera. Let's open it with the action button. Okay, I feel like this is what could really disappoint. Okay, I'm not sure I like the lighting in these pictures. Let's try the same picture, but with the 16 Pro Max. Okay, I definitely think the 16 Pro Max does a better job at like balancing the photos. The photos on the 16e definitely look a little darker. Let's try the front camera. Okay, so these both have the zoom out option, which is really nice when you're using the front camera because you do get like pretty up close. Okay, but judging the iPhone 16e by itself, I don't think it's bad. The selfie camera, I can like not tell any difference. Like, this is really good. Again, a little bit darker maybe, the lighting. And then we have one zoom option. We have the 2x zoom, but I mean, maybe that's all you need. Okay, the lighting here was definitely not the best, but honestly, it's not the biggest difference. You can definitely see some difference, but in terms of quality, I don't think it's actually too much of a difference. Okay, wait, let's see the focus. So if we go down, okay, did you see that? If we go down, okay. I definitely think overall the colors of the iPhone 16 Pro Max are more pleasant. Like, there's not as much contrast, and also you can see it's way more yellow on the iPhone 16e. The iPhone 16e is definitely a little bit more grainy, and also I think you can see on the iPhone 16 Pro Max the wall here is like blurred out because that's not the focus area, but on the iPhone 16e the wall is still like really clear, which is maybe not what you want to focus on in this picture. So I do think the iPhone 16 Pro Max does a better job, but also very expected. When it comes to video recording, you can record in 4K 60 frames per second on the iPhone 16e. That is what I usually use on my iPhone 16 Pro Max. You also have the 2x zoom. You can definitely tell some grain. I'm not sure if it's just on my screen or if you can also see it in the video. Okay, first impression of the camera is actually really good. I just took a few pictures around my home and honestly they all turned out pretty good. I mean, if you've been using an iPhone 16 Pro Max, you can definitely tell a difference. So like, if photography was the most important thing with my iPhone, I would not get this phone. But if you want a decent camera, this seems really good. I will be trying it out more, maybe do a day in my life with this phone and compare it even more to the iPhone 16 Pro Max. But yeah, first impression, it's really good actually. The only thing I'm disappointed with is the MagSafe. Other than that, I feel like it's just what I expected for this iPhone. I'll probably make more videos about this, but thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to check out the ESR phone cases and screen protector. Alright, bye!